Hey everyone, what's up? Tracey here from NoPageLeftBlank.wordpress.com. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, welcome for the first time. And it is Funko haul time. It is time for one last big Funko haul before Christmas. This haul is bigger than it probably should be, but I'll tell you why. If you hadn't watched my previous Funko haul, we had just the worst time dealing with Hot Topic. I will link to that video below if you're interested because it was such a rigmarole. And in the process of all these mistakes that kept being made and people trying to help, some people just being complete jerks about the whole thing, my husband ended up putting in multiple Hot Topic orders. Doing tests, trying to use up the, codes and stuff that they were trying to help, trying to give us, discounts and stuff, and it was just this huge, enormous, frustrating thing. And the end of it is that, basically, my husband tried to order every Hot Topic exclusive that he could find, while he was trying to use up these discounts and codes and just trying to get things moving, trying to actually get stuff shipped, because things wouldn't ship. So I ended up with this large pile of Hot Topic exclusives, plus some random stuff that we picked up here and there, and some other random things that were also ordered from Hot Topic just to try to build up the order. So I have a rather large, I didn't even count them, but the bed is covered in front of me. So, let's get right to it. Got so much stuff to look at today. So right off the bat, the first thing I want to talk about, if you guys didn't watch my Black Friday GameStop Funko mystery box frustrating video, I will link to that below as well. But basically, long story short, the entire process was just doomed from the start because of various poor decision making, and it sparked an internet-wide trade-off of people trying to trade these Black Friday GameStop pops so that they could get rid of the multitude of doubles that they wound up with and or try to finish their collections. So I personally wound up with 5 Power Armors from Fallout and 9 Blackest Night Supermans. So obviously I wanted to try to get rid of some of those and try to get the ones that I had intended to get. I had those 2 obviously out of the possible 5. I looked to you guys, I looked to various sites. The site that ended up being the one that did it for me was provided by a fellow YouTuber and friend, the Lawn Gnome. So thanks to him right off the bat for sending me along to the site that really did it for me. The site turned out to be Nerd Therapy's Facebook page. So I will link to both Lawn Gnome and Nerd Therapy, both awesome YouTube channels. And Nerd Therapy on their Facebook site have various trading posts for people trying to trade Funko Pops and the like. So they had made a special thread just for these Black Friday GameStop and Hot Topic, because Hot Topic did one of these Black Friday things as well. And through that thread, I found 2 people willing to do trades for the stuff that I had in exchange for the stuff that I was looking for. So those 2 people were Priscilla Rafferty and Matt A. Bennett. So huge thanks to those 2 as well. You guys sent me the stuff I was looking for, and now I have a complete Black Friday set, so I'm super, super happy about that. And those are the first ones that I'm going to share today. So the first one is the Black Claptrap. I have 2 Claptraps, and I won't say too much, but there's a possibility that I may be getting another one for Christmas. So this is one of many varieties of Claptrap, and he was one of the 5 options that you could get for this GameStop Black Friday Funko mystery box insanity that occurred. So there he is, all different coloring, black of course, they're all black. Some of them have a little bit of color. He has a little bit of red and blue. Claptrap is one of my favorite video game characters of all time, just because he is so amusing to listen to. I would literally, like, I started Borderlands 2 on my Vita not that long ago, and I would literally just stand there and listen to him talk and not be doing anything, because he is such an amusing character. So I'm super happy to get him. The second one is Batman. Of course I wanted to get the Batman because we have so many Batman Funkos at this point, and that's awesome. I'm going to take a picture soon because I've been trying to kind of conglomerate them together on my shelf. So I will have to add him soon. I did actually get the golden version of him, which was a 1 in 8 chance with the GameStop Funko box. I was really surprised to have gotten it because it seemed like Nova Scotia just got massive amounts of the Superman pop. I ended up with 9 of them out of 15 boxes. So I was very, very surprised to have gotten a golden Batman, but I still wanted the black one as well so that I could have the 5 black pops. So this is actually the one that Matt sent me, and he is in perfect condition. Big thanks as well to Matt and Priscilla. They packed this stuff really well, so everything is in perfect condition. The boxes look beautiful and everything, so you guys get so many thumbs up, it's not even funny. So anyway, there is the Black Batman. He is your basic old school version of Batman, based on the original #1 Funko. So that's pretty cool. He's a variant of the original #1 Batman. And I wanted all 3 that I was missing, but this was the one that I was really, really hoping that I would find a trade for, because you can't get her original pop anymore unless you want to buy it used from somebody for a lot of money. It is Batgirl, and she is so cool. I am really happy. I mean, I would love to have the original one, but there's just pretty much no chance that that's ever going to happen. So this is the one when they put out these boxes and showed the 5 different pops that were going to be available. This was the one I really wanted. I didn't get her in any of the boxes that I bought, but luckily Priscilla had an extra one and wanted to trade for it, so there she is. She is awesome. Different coloring, of course. Her original outfit is like the bluish color. You can see on the back there if you're interested. But she is black for Black Friday, and she's pretty cool. She matches Batman quite nicely. There you go. Super, super, super happy to have gotten her, especially since there's little to no chance of me ever getting the original one. And I don't think they have any plans on making any new Batgirl pops anytime soon, so I'm very happy to have gotten that one. Okay, moving along. I have 3 pops that are pretty close to identical. Well, I shouldn't say identical, there's different clothes and they're... Anyway. It's 3 different Sherlocks. And this is basically one of the results of all the issues my husband was having with Hot Topic, because he had put one of them in the order that hung in limbo for forever and we didn't know if it was ever going to be shipped. He ordered another one with one of the later orders that he did to prove that it would actually go through, and that one got shipped pretty quickly, I think, and then he maybe threw another one in. I don't know the exact order, but in the end I wound up with 3 of them. And they are all actually different numbers, they're not variants or anything. They made too many Sherlocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 just in the main line, and then there's exclusives and all that kind of thing, so it's ridiculous. But they are pretty cool. The first one I've got here is Sherlock with his violin in his just a basic blue suit. I really like this one because to me this is the definition of Sherlock, is with the violin, because that's just a big part of his character, so I really like this one. This is one of the basic original line ones. Then there is this version. Nothing terribly special about him, just that he's wearing his coat and scarf, so just a little bit different. He's out on the town trying to solve mysteries. Pretty cool. And this one is the Hot Topic exclusive Sherlock holding the skull, which also pretty well defines Sherlock, you know, standing around with a skull. Makes sense to me. He's pretty cool too, and surprising amount of detail on the skull. You can see each individual tooth, so that's pretty cool. So there you go, 3 Sherlocks in one go. Got a couple of follow pops, both exclusives but not from the same places. We have the Hot Topic glow-in-the-dark Vault Boy and the EB Games glow-in-the-dark glowing one. Don't you love it when your brain just like... It's because I had already said glow in the dark and my... So there is the Vault Boy. He is based on the basic mold, just in all green. And you can actually, I don't know if you guys can tell from the video, but you can actually kind of see the glow even in broad daylight, because he's 100% made of that glowing material. Glowing paint, I should say, I guess. So he is pretty neat. I like him. And the glowing one is kind of a different, dirty, disgusting looking green. And he's this really thin, you know, you can see his ribs and skullish looking. He's disgusting. In a good way. My daughter wasn't a big fan of him. But pretty cool. Like him a lot. This is a completely random one. I have a couple of the original series Star Trek pops, Captain Kirk and Spock, I have downstairs. This is the Klingon. This is one of the ones I was missing. They're hard to get. The line, I think, was discontinued. So, I'm not sure. I think my husband found this on Hot Topic. So this is one of the ones I was missing. And he is your basic, you know, way back in the day original series Klingon that just kind of looked like a dark-skinned human. But pretty cool. He's got the sash and the gun and everything. And he would look very nice next to my Kirk and Spock. And super cool. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm rushing. I feel like it seems like I'm rushing, but I actually have already been taping for 20-some minutes. So these hauls take forever to tape. Here's a few that go together. I already had Deathstroke, but I did not have any of the other characters, so here are some Arrow characters. My husband and I regularly watch the Arrow show, even though it is getting cheesier and more CW-like and all full of drama and all that kind of thing. Still enjoy it. So this is your basic Arrow. Not Green Arrow, just Arrow. That's what he's called. Holding the bow and everything, and with the mask, and just, yep, your basic Arrow. Very happy to have him. I love the show. I actually really do. I do find the writing is ridiculous sometimes, but I do love the show. And this one is listed as Oliver Queen. Kind of a funny, you know, I don't know why they did this, but they have Arrow, and then without the hood or the mask, he's Oliver Queen, even though he's still wearing the rest of the outfit. And then if you look on the back of the box, there is an unmasked Arrow, who is this guy with the hood but not the mask. Unnecessary, I think. I personally think it should have been this guy, and maybe Oliver Queen in a like a regular suit holding his bow. May have made a little bit more sense. But they made 3 separate ones. Hooded and masked, just hooded, not hooded or masked. Whatever. And Black Canary, of course, who is surprisingly well done. Look at her hair. I really like the mold on her hair. It's the little things in life. And for some reason she's super heavy. She's only a regular size Funko, but for some reason she's heavy. But anyway, there you go. Pretty cool. Love her. Let's move on with some more DC stuff. I have another Batman. This is Batman Beyond Batman, which is actually not a show that I really ever watched. I think I may have seen 2 episodes at some point, but it's Batman. That's all the explanation I need. So there he is. Not a whole lot you can say about him. He's angry looking. He's almost entirely flat black with the little red bat symbol on the front. Not a whole lot you can say about him, but he is another Batman. And to go with him, we have Harley Quinn with the mallet. I'm sorry for glaring at you guys all the time. I have a terrible setup here. But she's pretty cool too. I love Harley Quinn. I have several Harley Quinns to go with my many, many Batmans, and this is going to be another one. There she is. Very classic looking Harley Quinn. Leaning on the mallet. Love it. And I have 3 pops from the Batman Arkham Knight game. Wicked games. I only really played through all the way the first one, I think maybe halfway through the second one, but my husband demolished all of those games. They're excellent games. The first one we have is Arkham Knight. It's another Batman. So there he is, looking wicked cool and kind of robotic, and he's got like funky kind of a camo design. Very cool. It's another Batman. And there is Scarecrow, who is really well done. He's got all the stitching, and he's got, I don't know if you guys can see, but he's got the little needle hand glove going on there. Canisters of gas. Just very nicely done. I really like it. And I really liked the Scarecrow segments in those games. I'm a fan of the idea of like just these horrible nightmare worlds that people have to try to survive, and just seeing the worst possible imaginable things because of this gas. And I like to write scary stuff, so I like to watch scary stuff. And another Harley Quinn, of course. The video game version of Harley Quinn. Also very nicely done, lots of detail in her outfit. And as a side note, this is what my daughter went for as Halloween this year. Obviously I desexualized it a little bit because she is only just turning 5, but she loves all the comic characters and she thinks Harley Quinn is pretty cool, so this is who she was for Halloween, and it was adorable. It's too bad that we didn't have this in time. I could have gotten a picture of her holding it. Okay, let's move on to a couple of random ones that stand alone. We have Hot Topic exclusive Dean Winchester in a suit. I guess he would be like FBI version Dean Winchester. I have the 2 basic Dean and Sam just holding a knife in their usual outfits. I am not the hugest fan of these pops because once it's out of the box, like, honestly, tell me honestly, would you assume that that was Dean Winchester? It's random brown-haired dude in a suit number 53, right? So there's not really anything special about him, but he was a Hot Topic exclusive, and my husband basically just ordered any exclusive that he could find when he was trying to deal with them. So there he is. There is a bit of a smudge where they dropped some flesh-colored paint on his suit, but what can you do? Then I have yet another potted dancing Groot. There are way too many versions of this guy, just throwing that out there. I think I said that in my last video too. There does not need to be 3 million versions of potted dancing Groot. I did pick up the Christmas one because it's a Christmas decoration. But my husband picked up this one. And it is basically the same as all the others, except his pot actually says, "I am Groot." So there you go. That is the Hot Topic exclusivity. Pretend I never said that. But that is what makes it exclusive, is "I am Groot" written on the pot there. And we have a Doctor Who exclusive that I didn't actually know existed until my husband picked it up. It is the 11th Doctor in a fez and holding a mop. And if that makes no sense to you, you haven't watched enough Doctor Who. There he is. And if you guys actually don't have any idea what this is all about, I'm kind of surprised that they bothered to make a pop of this, because he looks like this for 50 seconds of an episode. Anyway, it makes sense if you're a Doctor Who fan, and if not, watch more Doctor Who. And then there's this little guy. I have no intention of collecting the whole SpongeBob SquarePants line, even though, no, there's not that many of them, so maybe it'll happen at some point, but my husband picked him up amongst all the other stuff, and he is pretty adorable, and my daughter does love SpongeBob, and we do watch it with her. I won't deny the fact that we watch it with her. So there he is. If anybody makes sense in Funko form, it's SpongeBob. Look at those teeth. That's pretty adorable. I do like him a lot. And next we have a New York Comic Con limited edition that my husband managed to get after much trying through Hot Topic. It's Cthulhu. There's much debate on the internet, but what do you guys think? Am I saying it right? Cthulhu? Does that sound right to you guys? And he's pretty awesome. He's like old bronzed statue with like algae and crap on him. So there you go. You guys can see he's made to look like an old statue that just got weather beaten. And he's got the big old wings, and there's lots of detail on like the scales and suckers on the tentacles, and he's really cool. I like him a lot. Someday I'm going to read the Cthulhu stories. Is there more than one? I'm letting my ignorance show. He's super cool. And amidst all the dealings with Hot Topic and whatnot, my husband put in a couple of orders from different online stores to see what they were like. One of the ones he did was fun.com, because specifically the Lawn Gnome had commented on my video and mentioned that this guy is only available there. So he put in the order for Mighty McFly on his hoverboard. As a side note, some of the ones I've mentioned already may have come from fun.com. I don't remember exactly which ones came from which orders, so if I said it came from Hot Topic, it may not have. My brain doesn't work that way, I just don't remember that kind of stuff. So anyway, there he is. He's on like a little clear plastic pedestal so that it looks like he's hovering. And that's pretty sweet. I like it a lot. So I now have both of these guys. I got Emmett Brown with the 2 electrical cables in Loot Crate. One of the subscription boxes. And this guy. And I have the Marty that comes with the DeLorean and the Doc Brown with the remote control. So I have several of these guys now. E.T. He looks super happy. This is one, I won't say that I didn't know it existed, I just never really, I never saw it around, and I didn't specifically go looking for it. But my husband found it on one of the sites that he ordered all the stuff from. And there he is. It's pretty cool. Side note, when I was really small, like when this movie first came out, I don't even know how old I was. This is the kind of question that if my husband was here, he would be like, bam! Okay, so yeah, I thought so. When E.T. first came out, I wasn't even born yet. I saw it when I was like maybe 5 years old, 5 or 6 years old, when I was at a cousin's house. And he actually kind of scared me at the time. I was a really wussy kid. Things have changed. You can't find a horror movie that scares me now most of the time. But he actually did scare me when I was a kid, so I just thought I'd mention that because why not share your embarrassment? And we have another glow-in-the-dark Hot Topic exclusive. It's Grr! Grr is awesome. If you don't know who Grr is, go look up Invader Zim. It is such a weird show. It's a very you love it or you hate it kind of show. I personally loved it, even though it weirded me out sometimes. But Grr is one of the best parts of the show. Especially when he's dressed up as a puppy. If that confuses you, notice that there is a zipper. He's so cute. And we have a Star Wars Hot Topic exclusive. It is Darth Vader, and he is like a shiny, I wouldn't say chrome, but like a metallic, shiny metallic kind of a version of him. He fell off his little stand. So there you go. Shiny, bubbly Darth Vader. He feels slimy. I feel like I should mention that. There's nothing on him. He just... something about the paint, I guess, it feels really slimy. Ugh. Anyway, he's pretty awesome. Huge Star Wars fan here, so I have the original basic black one downstairs, and now I have a cool shiny one. Another kind of random one that is a summer convention exclusive. It is a Minion. My first Minion. My daughter loves Minions. This is the Gone Baddie one. I haven't actually watched the movie. I think I watched 15 minutes or so of it one day because it happened to be on. I'll get around to it at some point. But there he is. He's all vampirish. It's pretty cool. I believe this is Bob. Correct me if I'm wrong. He looks too tall to be Kevin. Kevin's the tall one, right? It's a Minion. He's pretty cute. I've got some Disney stuff. If you guys watched my Funko tag video that I did for the tag that the Lawn Gnome did, one of the questions had to do with which which line are you holding back on? And I said Disney because there are so many of them, and once I started getting some, I would want to get more, and that's what happened. In my last haul, my daughter and I had picked up Rapunzel and Maximus, and also I ended up getting Ariel in her out and about town dress. So that started the avalanche. My husband found this guy on Hot Topic, and he's pretty cool too. I was never that big a fan of Alice in Wonderland when I was a kid. Wonderland seemed creepy to me when I was really little, but as I got older, it didn't seem as creepy, it seemed cooler, and don't make fun of me. So it's pretty cool to have the Cheshire Cat, and he is in the process of disappearing. So that's pretty cool. I like him a lot. His teeth are a little bit poorly painted, but I can deal with it because he's disappearing and that's just too cool. And we had a couple of more Nightmare Before Christmas pops. Nightshade, Sally, and Zero. I have a couple of versions of Sally already, but this is a different one. So and there she is. She is holding the bottle of Nightshade, and the black cat is standing there with her. So she's pretty cool. I really like Sally. That's one of my favorite movies of all time, and Sally was a cool character, I thought. And super excited to get Zero as well, because I have a couple of Jack Skellingtons now, and you have to have his faithful pet Zero to go with him. So that's pretty sweet. I don't really have any intentions on collecting the whole line, because the line includes the Day of the Dead versions of Jack Skellington and Sally, and I just don't really care that much about them. I think they're unnecessary because it has nothing to do with the movie. But I would like to get an Oogie Boogie to go with all my Jacks and Sallys and Zero, because he is the important character to go with them. So hopefully I'll find him around somewhere. But I feel like... Is he like retired or anything? I feel like maybe my husband already told me that maybe he's retired or something. So I'll keep my fingers crossed, but I won't hold my breath. Then we have a couple of Disney princesses, because yeah. I have Cinderella, your basic classic Cinderella. They also have the new movie version, live action movie version of her. But this is the one that's important to me, your old school classic Cinderella with the hair up in kind of a funny bun and her pretty blue classic dress. Very nice. Like her a lot. She goes with my Rapunzel and Ariel. And I have two of the hipster versions of the Disney princesses. The Hot Topic exclusive hipster version. I don't know who came up with that idea, but anyway, there are three. There's also Belle, but I don't have her. Maybe I'll find her around somewhere, but that's pretty cool. I did really want the mermaid version of Ariel to go with the dress version of her. So there she is. She is wearing glasses, but I can accept that. It's a little hipster Ariel, and she's got the flower in her hair. And her tail is a little bit glittery. I don't know if you guys can tell from the video, but a little bit of a glittery mermaid tail. So she's pretty sweet. And hipster Jasmine. Also pretty sweet. Love her hair. Not horribly, you know, it's not the most detailed hair, but it's right. You know, exactly how it should be, and the big earrings and everything. Love her. So now I guess I am officially collecting Disney princesses, amongst other Disney stuff. Lord help me. A couple of new Marvel ones, and they are all X-Men. A couple of exclusives as well. First one is Beast, not exclusive, but I did not have him yet. So pretty excited to get it. I always kind of liked Beast. I don't know what it is about him, but I always kind of liked him. So there he is, bobblehead of course. His head is kind of looking off in the distance. I might have to fix that. Excellent job on the hair though. Can't say too much about the outfit because he barely has an outfit, but very nice job. Good paint on the claws and everything. Pretty cool. The Hot Topic exclusive X-Force Wolverine, which is pretty awesome, especially because I already have one of the X-Force Deadpools. So he will go nicely standing next to my Deadpool. Nice job. Wolverine also one of my favorite characters, particularly because he's Canadian. A Hot Topic exclusive Magneto and a Hot Topic exclusive Storm. Magneto is metallic and Storm is wearing the black uniform instead of the white one. So there they both are. I have the original versions of both. Now I have metallic and black outfit. So, pretty cool. Bubble, 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 bubble. When I do these unboxings, I start to understand why some people hate the bobblehead pops, because you can't get them. I need a table, like right here, so that I can just put them down and you guys can see them and they don't wiggle all over the place. We're still trucking. We got a whole bunch of horror kind of related Funkos. The first one is probably what I consider to be the least horror-ish of the movies that I have in front of me. But people do die, so it is Gremlins. I recently got, my camera was doing something weird. I really hope this is still recording. I had recently gotten Gizmo, and I said that I wanted Spike. As a side note, we recently watched Gremlins and realized that his name is Stripe. My husband and I have both been calling him Spike for many, many years. Why did nobody correct me? But anyway, there he is. He looks way too cute for the character, but pretty cool. I'm glad to have gotten him because Gizmo was lonely. So, not a bad paint job. All the markings, it would have been nice if they were bumpy, like those spots on his back, I believe, are supposed to be kind of like bumpy bulges, and you know, it just feels like they may have cheaped out a little bit, like his mold could have been a little bit more detailed, but still not too bad. The next one, I also don't really think of it too much as a horror movie, but I believe it qualifies. It's Edward Scissorhands. Never really considered it to be horribly frightening or anything, but I believe he falls under the category of horror movie. And pretty good job on him. Really good job on the hair. Lots of detail in the hair, lots of detail in, you know, the straps and everything, and obviously the scissor hands. So I thought that one was a pretty good job. We have the Crow. And there he is. He looks pretty cool. I don't have a whole lot to say about him because I have seen the Crow, but it's almost like it was wiped from my memory. Like I can't even remember anything really. But it's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to watch it again, just, you know, to refresh my memory, because it's like it's completely wiped. But there he is. We have Beetlejuice. He's awesome. Awesome movie, and I loved the cartoon as a kid. My daughter has watched a few episodes and she seemed to enjoy it too, so that's pretty sweet. And there he is in his classic striped suit, of course. Green hair, and he's kind of got the green oozy grossness on his face. Big old grin. I really like him. This is a pop that I actually didn't know existed until it arrived in the mail, so pretty cool. And a couple of exclusives. This is the summer convention exclusive Twisty. If you haven't watched American Horror Story Freak Show, this guy is so creepy. Normally he wears a mask on the bottom half of his face to hide that his face is all screwed up. But they, for the summer convention exclusive, they made him without the mask. And there he is, with the tongue lolling out and the teeth all messed up, and If you weren't scared of clowns before, this guy would make you scared of clowns. He's creepy as hell. Super ugly. Probably the only American Horror Story pop I will have, and just because he was the exclusive. But if I was going to get one, out of all the ones I have, this would be the one, because he's kind of the face of the show. So there you go. And this one is Hot Topic exclusive. My husband tried really hard to get this when he was dealing with all the Hot Topic nonsense, and I'm really glad he did. It is the Needle Hands version of Freddy Krueger. It's super cool. I do have the original Freddy Krueger one, and this is an excellent addition to all the horror pops I have. He's hatless, and he's got all the syringes on his fingers, as per the movie. I think it's pretty sweet. Very excellent idea for an exclusive. Really like him a lot. Excellent addition to what is becoming a rather large collection of horror pops. This next little bunch, I'm not too sure why I saved these for so close to the end of the video, because you guys are probably going to tease me. And feel free, because I kind of deserve it. In a previous Funko haul, several Funko hauls ago, I had gotten the My Little Pony Princess Celestia exclusive from Hot Topic. And now I have a whole bunch more ponies. I did not intend to collect the ponies, but just recently I was like, they're actually really cute, and Celestia is lonely. So, amongst the several orders my husband put in, we wound up with 6 more ponies and an alternative character, which I'll show last. These are 3 of the main characters, so I will show them first. I can feel you guys judging me. This video isn't even edited yet, and I can feel you guys judging me. So here is Fluttershy, the Pegasus pony with the butterfly cutie mark, who loves animals. Yeah, okay, I know all the characters. I watch it with my daughter. Shut up. There's Pinkie Pie, the party pony with balloons and funky hair, funky puffy hair. Rainbow Dash, the Pegasus pony with a lightning bolt and a cloud. Fastest pony in the world. And then there are 3 additional characters who are, they're not important characters in the show, but they have become popular and thus have been made into pops. We have DJ Pony, who is a unicorn who is a DJ, basically. Music note as her cutie mark. We have Derpy. Originally, she was supposed to be called Muffins, I think. Her cutie mark looks like bubbles, and when she arrived in the show, she had these kind of funny crossed eyes, and she's a little bit clumsy and dumb, and so people started referring to her as Derpy, and that kind of became her name, her unofficial name, I guess. On the box, it doesn't even show a name, it shows I Heart and a little picture of her face. So, but the internet knows her as Derpy. And they kind of tried to make the crossed eyes thing, they got one higher than the other, but what can you do with a Funko? And I really like this one. This is Dr. Hooves. And his cutie mark is a time hourglass. Yeah. He's very obviously made up to look like the 10th Doctor, which just makes me so happy. I know I'm so lame, like I'm outrageously lame, but look, he's got a little hourglass. And he's got the spiky hair and the tie. I have to stop talking now. And the last My Little Pony one I've got is the big oversized one of Discord, who starts out as a villain, if you don't know, and ends up being a good guy. And there he is. He's kind of this huge chimera deal. He's got 2 different kinds of horns and 2 different kinds of wings and a weird tail and 2 different legs, and there you go. He goes with my ponies. What else can I say? He's really well done though, just for the record. Okay, now I gotta wipe the lame off me. And I have a couple more oversized ones. This one is also a fun.com exclusive. It is Baymax. It's pretty cool. I haven't watched the movie yet, but my daughter did enjoy it. So there he is, great big heavy Baymax in his outfit with the wings and everything. And I like how like they got the clear plastic visor so it actually looks like he is in there. Very well done. I can't say too much about him because, like I say, I didn't watch the movie yet, but it looks very nice. It's all shiny. Very cool. Like him a lot. And I already had a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but my husband found me the singed Stay Puft. The one I have is the one that's on the side of the box, the super happy looking one. This one doesn't look so happy, does he? There he is, he's all singed and his marshmallows are burnt, and he looks very, very mad. He's really cool. I'm excited to stand him next to the super happy one so you can see the transition. Love it. And I have a large one that is a summer convention exclusive. It's not actually a Funko Pop, it is a Dorb. And it is a huge Dorb. It is one of the extra large, oversized ones. And guess who it is? Of course it is. It is classic TV series Batman in enormous Dorb form. He's so cute. I always say this, I don't really collect the Dorbs, but I do pick them up here and there in subscription boxes and stuff. And I accept them because they are super cute. I'm just not getting into, you know, going out and buying them all the time. But my husband found this one when he was putting in all his other orders, and of course he had to pick it up because it is Batman and it is adorable. Look, and it's classic Batman too, so that's super cool. Very well done. You can't say too much about the Dorbs because they are all basically flat paint. But this is super cool. I love his cowl and the eyebrows and everything. I always get a huge kick out of the eyebrows on the mask. So that is super sweet. Really like that. Gotta find a space. I'm just after kind of putting all my Batman stuff together, and now I gotta find a space for him. And this has been an immensely long video. I hope I can shorten it up again in editing. But I have 2 more. There is nothing overly special about these 2 pops that I would save them for last. But I wanted to save them for last because of the season that it happens to be. They are from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And they are Clark Griswold and Cousin Eddie. My husband picked these up and I'm so glad he did because they make awesome Christmas decorations. We watch this movie every year. I love it so much. I never stop laughing at it. Even though we watch it every friggin' year, I always laugh at the same spots. So there is Clark Griswold in his Santa outfit, and I don't know if you can see, but he's holding the little moose mug, which is too awesome. And Cousin Eddie in his bathrobe, holding a beer and smoking a cigar with his hunting cap on. They're just too awesome. And I wanted to save them for last because it is almost Christmas and they are my Christmas decorations. Just too awesome. I love that movie so much. We will be watching it probably within a week to a week and a half of when I post this video. So too cool. Wanted to save them for last just because. So there you go. Another great big Funko haul. Should be the last one of the year. I will do one after Christmas because I expect I will get some of them for Christmas. But that was 53 Funko Pops and one great big Dorb. I know. I know. And then a wide variety of different fandoms too. We got Marvel, we got DC, we got Disney, we got Star Wars, we got horror movies, we got Christmas movies, we got My Little Pony. Some great wide variety of stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As a little final side note, I first showed you guys the 3 that I had traded for the Black Friday Funko GameStop box. I wanted to complete that set of 5 Black Friday Pops. I do still have several of the Blackest Night Superman and the Power Armor. So if anybody would like to trade for any of the Hot Topic Black Friday Funkos that were out, give me a ring. Specifically, I am looking for Harley Quinn. I know she was the big popular one, but if anybody actually managed to get 2 of her or more, I would love to trade a Blackest Night Superman or a Black Power Armor. And if you have the other ones, let me know as well, because I might be willing to trade for those. So give me a contact, you know, leave a comment or send me a personal message if you are interested in that. And there you go. Again, last big Funko haul for the year. I might wait until the new year to do the Christmas stuff just so that I can say this was the last Funko haul of the year. But lots of cool stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me opening it all up. If you've enjoyed the video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Come see what I get for Christmas. I'm sure it'll be a couple of cool things. Bye.